Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. I hope you're all doing well. And that's it. That's it all over with. Pre-season is now over. And now Norwich City can turn their attention to the real thing now. Huddersfield on September the 12th. And then before that, a Carabao Cup first round visit to Luton, which will be very interesting considering Norwich have pretty much got no players with a lot of them on international duty. If you are new to Norwich City Central, please subscribe. I'd love to hit 3,300 before the season starts. If you are new, subscribe for consistent match reviews, previews, and hopefully we can get some match experiences coming very, very soon. But Norwich City pre-season is over. Norwich City have two games today, very interesting. Two 90-minute games against SV Damsfort. I think that's Mario Rancic's old team. A 3-2 victory and a 0-0 draw. I'll definitely to be speaking about both games. Probably the 3-2 victory far more. And in this video, I'll be talking a bit about pre-season. What did we learn? What are some of the strengths of the pre-season games? What were some of the weaknesses? And of course, talking about that blue kit, which is completely controversial. Let's put it that way. It's very controversial. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on these issues down in the comment section, and I will get back to you. But yeah, Norwich City had a good pre-season. I think a 6-0 win against MK Dons to start it, and then in Germany a lot of impressive performances. And then today coming up against SV Damsfort, and Norwich City had a great first half in the first game. Poeta, that was the best performance we've kind of seen him in pre-season so far. Looked really, really good and got his first goal early on in the game, a nice finish. And then Pukki scored the second goal, Placheta with the provider. Norwich City looked far better going forward in the first game with Placheta, Kieran Dow, Josh Martin starting, and Pukki. I mean, Pukki looks back. He looks a lot more hungrier, and we could see it after the restart. And you know, even before the restart, Pukki just wasn't at it. He looked slow, lethargic. I think he was still potentially playing with that toe injury. And now Norwich City have got the backups. You know, Pukki just had to keep playing through injury. We got the backups now, but Pukki looks good. He looks fit. He looks hungry, and he looks ready to go and take on the Championship. And I can't wait to see Pukki back again scoring goals. That is a great, great sight, isn't it, Canary fans? But no, a nice finish to make it 2-0. And then Norwich City made it 3-0 as well. A fantastic goal from Josh Martin. And I wasn't sure about Josh Martin. I think it might have been better for him to, you know, maybe get a loan move to a League One club like we've done for the likes of Ben Godfrey and whatnot, and, you know, try and progress in that way. But Josh Martin looks easily like, I think he's probably the standout player in pre-season, Josh Martin. He could easily come in now and be a first-team player for Norwich City next season. Why can't he? You know, Daniel Farke loves investing in youth and playing youth players. Josh Martin could easily be a first-team player next season and a starter, which is really exciting to see. A beautiful free kick right into the bottom corner. I'm sure he's taking free kicks lessons off Mario Rancic with those. Brilliant finish from Josh Martin. He looked really good. And Norwich City were brilliant defensively throughout pre-season until this game, and arguably until the next game as well. They were all over the shop defensively, particularly in the last 10 minutes. SV Damsfort scored 2 goals, one in the 85th minute, one in the 90th minute, and both quite needless free kicks. Norwich City switching off, particularly the second goal as well. How many times have we seen a cross come in over Godfrey's head, and then it's an easy finish, unmarked header to make it 3-2. And that's the thing I think we've learned about pre-season. I think Norwich City might have been okay with 5 centre-backs if Akim Famewo could have stepped up, but obviously he's been injured, and we've had Famewo injured. Closer, he's kind of had some injury problems, and Grant Hanley hasn't featured in pre-season. Norwich City's defenders are all good enough on their day in the Championship. You know, Grant Hanley, Tim Closer could boss the Championship, Zinnerman and Godfrey included, but a couple of them are injury prone, and that's going to be the big problem. And in this demanding season, we can't have injury problems. Just how bad was it in the Premier League when Ben Godfrey was our only centre-back and Alex Tetty had to play there? Norwich City need at least one more good centre-back. As I say, you know, we were playing in pre-season and we're still putting Tetty in there, and we can't be doing that in the Championship just because we need more bodies in there. So I'd like to see Norwich City sign one more good, you know, one more quality centre-back, and I think that's kind of us sorted. Because I don't think we even need a backup goalkeeper now. Looking at that second game, Dan Bardell, I think it was, the Welsh under-19 international. He's going to have to play against Luton because McGovern and Tim Krul are out on international duty, and he looked really, really good, composed, good on his feet, couple of good saves. I like the look of him. And in this second game, it was a 0-0 draw. I won't talk about it too long, but an interesting lineup. Ido was out on the wing and didn't quite work out for him on the wing. Looks far better in the centre. Jordan Hugo had a couple of chances, missed them. Mario Rancic played, and Didn't quite look himself for me. I'd say Kenny McLean's probably above Mario Rancic in the pecking order. And yeah, Norwich didn't had a couple of good half chances. I mean, they had the ball in the back of the net with Kieran Dow, but that was offside. And I mean, the linesman was very flag heavy in this game. But no, Norwich City playing okay, didn't really have that spark and intensity. And going and defensively as well, looked a little bit caught out. I still think Bali Mumba, could grow to be a really good player, but isn't quite at that level yet in terms of Max Aaron's or Byram's level, of course. That's understandable. But yeah, Norwich City defensively just still look a little bit off it. I think Closer still doesn't quite look fit and right, and I think Norwich City could do with one more centre back to really boost the squad. But Norwich City don't really need too many more attacking options. I mean, in terms of wingers, we got Martin, Onel Hernandez, Cantwell on the left, and then on the right, Poeta. Emi Buendia, of course, how can we forget him? And Daniel Sinani, and they can all play on the wing and be really dangerous. And of course, Cantwell can play in the middle, so can Sinani. Ida can play out on the wing. There's so many attacking options, and that's so exciting. And goodness knows what Farke is going to do in terms of that area, because Norwich City in attacking areas, I think we're loaded. I think even if we lose Buendia, of course we could try and find a Buendia replacement, but we've got enough numbers. Central defensive midfield as well. We've probably got enough numbers. I think Oliver Skip looks great in pre-season. It's just defensively now. But overall, I think we learned in pre-season how good Josh Martin could be. I think he was a standout player. And I do believe Teemu Pukki is back now as well. Looks more himself in terms of the runs and the effort he's making. So that's pre-season. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Now, in the next kind of 2 minutes, I'm going to talk about this Norwich City kit. And I'm going to try not to talk about it for too long, just because of how, yeah, it's not great, is it, guys? Norwich City used the tagline for the heroes. Love the tagline message. They kind of teased that there'd be a rainbow on the kit, which was really exciting. And here's a concept kit. Just how good does that kit look? It looks brilliant. And there was a lot of hopes about how good this away kit could be, and then it turned out to be a blue away kit with no kind of resemblance for the heroes. It just looked dreadful. I mean, the kit looks fine as a kit, but firstly, it's blue, and you don't want that association with Ipswich. Ipswich are well gone. They're the 6th, 7th best team in Anglia now. I know Cambridge beat them today. Well, Wes Hoolahan's Cambridge beat Ipswich today. So, yeah, the fact that it was blue was very odd. The kit looks okay, but I don't understand how it's for the heroes. The marketing was, it's for the heroes, for the NHS workers, for the care assistants. And there was no rainbow. There was nothing about the kit which screams it's for the heroes. And yeah, I was really disappointed with the away kit. It's just very bland. And there was a lot of people on Twitter, graphic designers and whatnot, and people who are non-graphic designers who could do a much better job with that kit. It doesn't scream in Norwich City whatever, and it looks really poor and not one I'm certainly going to be buying. Don't worry about that. But you might have a different opinion. So that's it. Norwich City pre-season is done. They start against Luton next Saturday, the 5th of September, with a lot of internationals out. I think there's 16 players who Norwich City can't pick. So it could be a very interesting team. Of course, I think Hugo will start. It could be the likes of Dow, Hernandez, Rancic. But yeah, a lot of players who can't be picked. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And yeah, Norwich City are going to be playing in a blue kit, which looks pretty horrific. But that's it now. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. It's never boring with Norwich City, and I can't wait for the season to start. Subscribe if you're new to Norwich City Central, and yeah, I'll see you later.